Today we are covering the critical order of operations for deducting losses, specifically the at-risk rules under Section 465 and how they interact with basis limitations. The exam will test your ability to apply multiple limitation hurdles in the correct sequence. A loss from a pass-through entity is not automatically deductible. It must first pass the basis limitation, then the at-risk limitation, and finally the passive activity loss limitation. Let's focus on the first two. An exam favorite is to contrast S corporations and partnerships. Imagine a taxpayer invests $10,000 cash into an S corporation. The S corp then takes out a $200,000 loan from a bank. If the S corp passes through a $15,000 loss to the taxpayer, only $10,000 can be deducted. This is because an S corporation shareholders basis is limited to their direct cash contributions and any loans they personally make to the corporation. They get zero basis from corporate-level debt. The remaining $5,000 loss is suspended and carried forward until the taxpayer increases their basis. Now let's change the scenario to a partnership. The same $10,000 investment, the same $200,000 loan, and the same $15,000 loss. In a partnership, a partner's basis includes their share of partnership liabilities, so the partner's basis is well over $15,000, and the loss easily passes the basis limitation hurdle. This is where the exam introduces the second hurdle, the at-risk rules, using Form 6198. The at-risk amount is what the taxpayer truly stands to lose. This generally includes cash invested and debts for which the taxpayer is personally liable, known as recourse debt. That $200,000 bank loan, if it's non-recourse, does not count towards the at-risk amount, even though it counts for basis in a partnership. So just like in the S-corp example, the partner's loss deduction is limited, but this time it's stopped by the at-risk ceiling of $10,000. The exam loves to test the exception to this rule, which is qualified non-recourse financing. This specific type of financing, when secured by real property and borrowed from a qualified commercial lender, is considered at risk. So, if the partnership's activity was holding real estate, that non-recourse loan could be included in the at-risk calculation, potentially allowing the full loss. To remember the sequence, use this phrase, be aware of passive losses. That's BAP for basis, at-risk, and passive. A loss must clear each hurdle in that exact order. The exam will give you a scenario with a loss and ask for the deductible amount, forcing you to navigate these tiered limitations correctly.